Hello, my name is Mo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will be talking about things to consider before picking your Aso Ebi. One, the wedding theme. For example, say you are looking at having a Great Gatsby themed wedding. Great Gatsby is known for fringe, feathers, glitters, and all of that. You would want to find a way to fine tune these details into your Aso Ebi. So while you're looking for Aso Ebi, you could look for fabrics that have glitters, or that have feathers, or that have a bit of fringe here and there. Just basically something that's also in line with the wedding theme. 2. Colors. For example, I already mentioned about the Great Gatsby. Great Gatsby colors are usually either black and gold or white and gold. So in the case where you're looking at going for white and gold, you could get a white fabric with gold details on it, or say a white fabric and maybe a gold gele with white details on it, or you can do a black fabric with gold details, or a black gele that has gold details or something on it. They're beautiful. There are ways to mix these colors these days that still allow the fabric or the gele to come out really beautiful. But what's most important is you're putting into consideration your wedding theme while selecting your fabric. Another thing is that putting all these themes, putting the theme and also the color into consideration when you are selecting your fabric also helps you to narrow down your options. So you're not in the fabric store or market looking at so many options and then you're just lost. Once you have an idea that okay, this is what I want, it just helps you to make your selection faster. 3. Tradition. This is one important thing to consider. Nigeria has a whole lot of variety of customs and traditions. There are states and towns that have their own particular fabrics. For example, Ondo town, they have this fabric called the alari that is specifically made for them only. Anywhere in the world, wherever you see alari, you know that this person is either from Ondo town or is affiliated to has an affiliate or some sort of connection with Ondo town. There are other towns as well. We have the Tiv that have the black and white fabric. We also have the Owo in Ondo state that also have their own type of fabric like specifically for them as well. So it's also important that you put this into consideration. You can speak to the parents, speak to the elders in the family. If they insist that they want this traditional materials or fabric added to the Aso Ebi, it's important that the fabric or whatever gele you pick to go with this custom attire has to be in sync with it. So it's not a case where you have Ondo alari that is pink and mostly pink or something, and then you're using a green or purple outfit that is nowhere in sync with the fabric. It's just important to have this, if possible, take it to the market with you while you are sourcing the fabric, so you're able to put them side by side and then you know which works better. 4. Quality. You're selling these fabrics to your friends and your family members. You would want them to have fabrics that they can reuse, they can wear over and over again. I still have Aso Ebi that I bought from people for people's weddings or events that I wear out and people tell me, oh my god, your fabric is so gorgeous, and I tell them, oh, it was an Aso Ebi. So when picking your fabric, you should consider quality. Whatever the budget is, you need to ensure that you're able to get the best quality within your budget. Aside from quality, design, finishing, every other details that has to do with basically a very good quality fabric, you should put all that into consideration when selecting. 5. Cost. When it comes to cost, you need to understand that you're giving this fabric to people from various spheres of life. Let me just use that phrase. You have people who are also managing, you have people who have it in abundance, so it's always best to find a way to balance it for everybody. There are events where I hear, oh, they have different grades of fabric. They have grade A fabric, they have grade B fabric. The grade A fabric is more expensive than the grade B fabric. Another way people do it is that they allow for sharing. For example, you can also have the same fabric but in different prices. For example, you can say 5 years fabric at 25,000 naira, 3 years fabric at 15,000 naira, 2 years fabric at 10,000 naira, that same fabric. Or you can allow for sharing. Say a group of 3 friends can come together and say, okay, we want to buy the 5 years Aso Ebi. They buy it together and then split the fabric amongst themselves. That way they are able to save cost. It is important that you consider costing when sourcing for your Aso Ebi. If it gets too expensive, people may not buy it. There are a lot of people that may not buy it, or they might not even want to attend your wedding because they are not able to afford it. So if you are going to go for a high-end fabric, make sure you put all these options that, you can share, you can get a smaller portion of it at this price. Just put all these options so everyone is able to afford your fabric as well. These are the 5 things to put into consideration when selecting your Aso Ebi. Moving forward, in another of our videos, we'll be talking about Aso Ebi color scheme that you can consider for your events. We will also be sharing with you pictures and different ideas of beautiful Aso Ebi fabrics and combinations that we have seen around. Please stay tuned so you don't miss out on any of our content. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.